Now I'm going to talk you through on the screen the track Belltree Beats. Here we go. Right, so we want to go to bandlab.com and then we click sign up, fill in the details to create an account. Remember, if you're under 18, you need your parent or guardian to complete another form for you. Once you've set up your account, we get to our feed. This is mine here with the 2 tracks I'm sharing with you today. I've already posted my Biosphere recording onto the online community here, so lots of people will have listened to that. And to create a track, we double click here. There's 5 options available to us. Instruments lets us open all the different virtual instruments created within Bandlab. Voice microphone, that's so we can record any instruments or our voice using an internal or external microphone. And browse loop section. Loops are really handy when we're creating dance or pop tracks. They can be a short audio file of a drum beat or a guitar riff, for example. So let's go in here and open them. So if we go to packs, lots of different ones here. So I'm going to try the Afrobeat one. So that's our accordions. We're going to try the beats. Let's have a listen. Okay, I quite like that one. So I'm going to put that into the timeline. This is the timeline here. The time runs along here and our tracks go down here. So all we do is just drop it in. These are the bars, 1, 2, 3. So you can see this loop is 2 bars long. Okay, that's the name of it there. And so to loop it, I'm just going to loop it for 8 bars to begin with. We just do that. Let's play that. That's the time there. This is obviously our play button. And you can see we're at 110 beats per minute and we're in 4/4 time. So I'm just going to add a bass line to go with that. Choose that one. I'm going to add it at bar 3. Make sure your cursor is in the right position so that when we add it, it should be in time. Okay, so here we are in the arrange window of the mix editor Belltree Beats. We've got all the different tracks here. We've got the drums in blue, the bass in pink, for example. It helps to colour label them here. And then these are the audio files. And then when we come down here, we see there's more lines. This means we have Midi data, which is more time binary messages, as a brief explanation of it. Let's listen to the piano on its own. I'm going to press solo in a minute. That's all the tracks. And just to hear the piano, we can solo it there. I'm going to record the piano with a soloed drum beat. I'm going to go here to make sure I have a 1 bar counting set. That's really important because we need that to make sure we record in time. That will give us a 4 beat click. So here we go. So there we see our MIDI data there. We can loop this file. We can also go into our MIDI editor. So the third type of input is the microphone input. Here is my alto sax. I'll just play it for you. This is the waveform. Okay, so we can edit the waveform by double clicking and we get to the edit window. Best to check out the Bandlab tutorials for more information regarding editing. But now let's go and add a track, and I'm going to add some shaker to the mix. So go to the microphone input. There we go. We see the input level coming in. I've got my interface and microphone attached. If you don't have an interface or any other equipment, you do definitely need a pair of headphones. It's important to set the levels of the shaker. Make sure the fader there is at 0. If it's going into the red, it's too high, so we just want to keep it going into the yellow there. So that's all set. So we're going to record from bar 8. I'll just get my cursor in the correct place. This will give me a 1 bar counting. I'll turn off my computer monitors and just use my headphones so I can hear the rest of the track, but you won't be able to as I'm recording. Here we go. Okay, so that's just a very rough recording there, but you can see there's a bit of space at the end, so I want to truncate that recording by pressing that. So we've got it neat. It takes a little bit of time to make sure it's in time and at the right place, but if you find that it's all perfect and in time for you, then you might want to loop it so you've got it playing throughout the track. So once you've recorded and arranged all the tracks as we like, it's time to mix. Mixing is quite a complex process, so I'll just describe briefly here. We've got our fader levels and we want to change the volume of that so all the tracks sit nicely together. If I've got a dance track or pop tune, I will start with my drums and bass, getting those sounding good, and then I'll slowly work everything else on top, such as the keyboard, the guitar, and then the horns, the vocals last. And then we want to work on our pan levels, so we can either move to the left of the stereo field or the right to the stereo field. Drums are usually best kept in the middle, as is bass, but for things like percussion or horns, we might want to pan it a little bit. You can see here I've got the alto sax and slightly to the left and right. It's a very personal thing how to pan. And then once we've done that, we go to our effects. We're going to look here at the guitar. Effects can be reverb, compression, lots of different things. There might be some tutorials in Bandlab more about that because it's quite a process. But let's go to the effects window of the guitar. We can add an effect. There's lots of different ones here. So let's add some delay. Let's listen to that. Hit the space button on my computer. Okay, so actually I can't hear it very well, so I'm going to solo it. Okay, so I think that's way too much echo there, so I'm going to take it down. It's a lot more subtle in the mix now, so I'm happy with that. I'll just listen to it as a mix as a whole. I like the sound of that, and I like the way the guitar is panning right to the left there. So I'm happy with my mix, and now I'm going to mix it down by going to File, Download, Mix Down As. So here is the final mix in Bandlab. You'll be able to see and hear the full track in the video attached here.